wanna change the world. I just want the perfect girl. I don't wanna hang around, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. Change the world, but I'm not gonna wait my turn. I don't ever want to come down, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. It's about you. I would never be alone again. I'm immune to the things they said. My heart's unbreaking. Your radiant truth. I know that you will understand, because I finally found myself. My heart's unbreaking. Your radiant. You're radiant. Freedom. Obsessions always jumping through. I'm so tangled. lost in my reflection. Pay attention. You never will. I will overanalyze and fall victim. But when I'm lowest, time to get to know myself. I'm still tangled, I'm not worried, 'cause I am caught up in this perfection. Pay attention, yeah, you never will. 'Cause you depend, so you always will. Let's go! If you arrest yourself again, I'll help you clean up the mess. I wonder if you ever did, yeah. I wonder if you ever did like I did. I wonder if you ever did, yeah. I wonder if you ever did like I did. Let's go! New year, new time, same crazy trophy. Oh, get shit on. Dun, 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 dun. I just wanna be free. Yeah, free. Yeah. Let's go. No, 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 I wanna be free. I wanna be free. No, man. Free, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Freedom, yeah, yeah, yeah. Freedom, yeah. Free, yeah, 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 yeah. Let's go. All right, dude. Oh, let's go. Dude, this is weird. You love me? All right, that's cool. Thank you. It is weird being on at this time. So here, I would like to give you a let me show you what the first day was like. So I streamed like a long time last night, pretty late. And then I did go to bed, right? I edited a video, went to bed. Then I woke up and whatever, put out a short, edited another video, did the thumbnail, got everything ready for tonight. So like the timing was actually pretty good. Like, you know, obviously we're just in, I went to bed at 10:30 a.m. Oh, thank you. Okay. I went to bed at 10:30 a.m. So, slept until about 3. But what I was going to say is like one of the things about the hour change is I'm going to be, I think I'm going to be getting more work done like while rested, right? Like, you know, I think I'm going to be able to work more efficiently from what I saw of day one of doing this, right? I think there's going to be, I'm going to get more content out much more efficiently. That is what's going to happen from this arrangement. All right. That's the story I'm sticking to. It's like having jet lag. Dude, it feels good. It felt good to like get shit done earlier. Right? You thought I was Jewish? I'm not Jewish. Right? I mean, I was in a Jewish fraternity, but I'm not Jewish. Right? And I know a lot of Jewish people with tattoos though.
right? So I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Maybe not fucking Orthodox Jews, but like, dude, there are so many Jewish people with tattoos. What are you talking about? Oodles, dude, oodles, right? Let's go. All right, so day one of 8 p.m., here we are. Pretty weird. It's pretty weird being at this fucking time slot. It is pretty fucking bizarre. Now, today's news cycle. Elon is a gift for the Democratic Party. Let's go. Let's go, free expression. Appreciate you kicking us off. So I'm curious, like, you know, elaborate on that. We are going to talk a little bit about Elon. Obviously, he made, you know, there was some announcement that he is going all in with his cash on the midterms, which we knew was going to happen. And I have a lot of thoughts on that. And I do want to look a little bit at the Mamdani. People are triggered about Mamdani. But where we're going to start today, guys, is with Grok, okay? Because what went down today with Grok is supremely fucking concerning. And considering all of this AI that is just flooding the market, and the fact that our grapist 𝗙cie𝗶𝗹𝗀 president is trying to make it so that you can't regulate AI, what happened today with Grok is supremely concerning. Okay, and so I'm gonna get us in there. Okay, so here's what it started with: it started with 𝗙𝗙𝗾𝗏. Okay, now 𝗙𝗙𝗾𝗏 is a young actress who is in Stranger Things. Okay, and I'm not super familiar with her. We have not watched the new Stranger Things yet. We've been busy watching other shit, but obviously she's very young. She's becoming very popular. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So here's what happened: is 𝗙𝗙𝗾𝗏, right? This is not actually 𝗙𝗙𝗾. This is just some whatever fan account. So they post a photo of 𝗙𝗙𝗾 just sitting there looking like a youthful child. Boom! The goal has been enabled. So what is the problem about this, guys, that is where it gets sticky, is with this, okay, with Trump announcing this. You ready? Like this, guys. Because simultaneously, he called the news, principal suspended his daughter. Good, amazing. Hey, Aria, if you have a link to that, if there's a link to that story, can you put it in Discord? The Discord link is down in the description. I am. Guys, you're going to be seeing the clean hair more often because now that I'm starting earlier, I'm going to be like showering. I'm not going to be waking up at 10 p.m. and throwing a hat on. I actually took a shower. You know what I'm saying? Right? You know, I took a shower and like that's going to be happening more often. But so the other, I guess the major issue beyond the, you know, basic issue of Grok and these AI being able to create disturbing images of people. Remember the Taylor Swift images, right? Oh my God, those were hideous. LFG boss, let's go, Uncle F. Oh, remember the Taylor Swift images that were actually showing SA that were disseminated? Like, wow. So outside of that problem, Donald Trump and his billionaire crony asshole donors, they want to make it so states can't regulate AI. Okay? They want to make it so, you know, you have no regulatory, no power of oversight, which means Grok goes ahead and disseminates a bunch of naked photos, and then the states can't do anything about it. They can't create guardrails for their citizens. They can't protect the kids in their state from Grok's abuse. You know, it's outrageous. So excited to watch your show live. Let's go, beer. Let's go. Dude, it's insane.
Pulitzer Prize. This is going to be a Pulitzer Prize picture. Let's give him the Pulitzer Prize. He said that. Do you like this guy?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I do. Everybody likes Albert, right?
Yeah.
No auto pen necessary. That's a whole big deal, isn't it? Well, what's that all about? Okay. Who am I giving this pen to, David? Who am I giving it to?
How about Cyril?
You're right.
Thank you,
what a
sir.
job he's done. That's a good choice. Thank you very
nice.
much. I almost gave it to Howard. Thank you, everybody, very much.
So there he is. He signs an executive order, right, with a bunch of rich pricks. And it says Trump signed an executive order federally protecting AI companies from state law violations. This places the AI robber barons above the state, creating a new nobility class. Okay? And there he is with a bunch of wealthy pricks standing there. And that means Peter Thiel and Elon Musk and Sam Altman, who is a rapist himself, right? A molester of his sister. He's like, right? And all these guys, you know, Zuckerberg, they can, you know, Sergey Brin, they can all create AI that can be used to abuse and rip off and, you know, mentally harass and, you know, I mean, lead people to, you know, taking their own life, whatever. And the AI companies are, you know, not culpable. Dude, this is like, I mean, you know, we may very well, guys, you ready for this? We may very well see a future where the next wave of protest is not like burning down a police station, but is firebombing data centers. I mean, think about it. Think about where we're headed with this. If this AI keeps going and if this stuff keeps harming people, I'm telling you right now, there will be a day where the protesting will become burning down data centers. Without a doubt, just wreaking havoc on these companies, you know? And I mean, when you think about it, it seems a little bit like understandable that, you know, people en masse are really upset about this behavior, right? Like, why is it that tech companies get so much more protection? Corporations get more protection than the human beings that live in this country. Why do Republicans insist on this type of scenario? You know? And EOs are not laws, okay? They're not like, this is not the law of the land. However, it's like they're going to claim protection, right? And I'm not sure how this is going to work out when it gets challenged. I mean, as it is, guys, these AI companies are so massive that even when something goes wrong, it's nearly impossible to challenge, unless you're somebody at the level of like Taylor Swift. Like, if you don't have millions of dollars to be able to hire lawyers, your average run-of-the-mill, you know, like 𝗙𝗎𝗪𝗪 in a small town in Texas is probably not going to be able to marshal the resources to sue Elon Musk and Grok. Okay. And so, you know, I'm intrigued how this is going to, right? I'm intrigued how this is going to play out in the grander scheme of things, because you know as well as I do, you ready, that really it doesn't even matter whether the executive order applies as a law, because here's what's going to happen is Trump signs the order that says you can't regulate AI, my executive order, now, which will apply to federal buildings and federal, it will apply federally, okay, in all the federal government operations. But then say a state goes and they have an issue with the AI and they say, you know what, we're passing a law, we're going to regulate Grok, we're going to regulate this, AI can't do this. You know, what will Trump do? What will the first thing Trump will do? He will cut off state funding immediately. That will be his first move, will be, all right, I'm removing the state funding. You're not getting FEMA funding, or you're not getting highway funding, or you're not getting funding for your schools, right? Oh, I'm no longer going to fund your projects. You know what I mean? I mean, we know that, you know, it's the same shit he's doing to Virginia. He's trying to sue Virginia. He was going to cut off funding to Maine over transgender rights. He is now cutting off funding to Minnesota, right? I mean, that's essentially what he's doing. That's his, you know, his current go-to is to try to bully people with money and or cutting off some type of government benefits, right? Oh, I'll withhold all your welfare funding and funding to take care of the disabled, right? So what's going to happen is the existence of this and his current tactics, I mean, are going to basically prevent most states from even trying to challenge the situation, you know? Yeah, no, the energy's way up. Electricity bills are up 13%, guys. Isn't that wild? Isn't that wild? Let's go. Ow. Dude, it is fucked up. This is going to hurt a lot of people. It is indeed. It is indeed. I mean, it is. It's going to be a significant kind of harm, guys. Okay? Like, I mean, as it is, I'm sure that it's already causing significant harm. Much of it we don't see, you know, because, guys, the news cycle is so, you know, outrageously fast moving. Okay. The news cycle is so outrageously fast moving that these things come and go like incredibly fast. And anybody who's not elevating it to like a national news setting, these things are happening daily in schools around the country. You know, they absolutely are. It's already wreaking havoc. Hold on though. I think I may have to shit on someone on Twitter really quick. Oh shit. Oh dude, you know what's so funny? Oh, they fucking blocked me. I was about to shit on someone on Twitter, but it was another one of those instances. Here, let me share this with you. Okay? So you ready? So check this account. Check this out. Twitter sidebar here. Okay, so this account, which is some random fucking account. Oh, it's this person, right? You know this girl? Remember her from the meme? Okay, you ready? The girl went on Rogan. Okay, so it's the anti-woke Rogan idiot who is like, she's like a huge nobody. Okay, she is. But so she posted something today where she was like, what did she post? She posted, "This is a mayor in an American city. My family didn't spend 10 years trying to immigrate here so we could be part of the Somali community. I moved here to be an American, not whatever this is. And I said, America isn't a fucking cult, you dumbass. If you have a UCLA pennant, that doesn't mean you hate America. Same with other flags and pennants. You fucking idiots need to shut the fuck up. Dude, let's go, Ridge. Let's go, baby. Oh. Oh. But so check this out, though, dude. So she got perturbed by that response, okay? And then she responded with this. You ready? Look at her response. Her response is, I just want to remind you that you've been here for 13 years and you only have 43,000 followers. Only, guys. Oh my God. I'm so small with my mere 43,000 followers and like hundreds of thousands on Twitch and TikTok and now this YouTube channel, right? And she said that's like falling backwards into the ocean and thinking you're impressive because you got wet, right? You realize 35,000 of those accounts are no longer active. It's okay you're not smart. Let me explain it to you. Oh, dude. She's like, you have 8,000 followers and none of them are interested in your account. Why? Because you're irrelevant and boring. Why do you pay for a blue check mark? The best economic decision you could make is to close your account. Literally no one cares. Oh, and I'm boring, irrelevant, and my opinions don't matter. For the record, this is the last time you'll hear from me. I gained 100,000 followers in 9 months. You've never done shit. Boy, dude, she is stung, bro. Like, think about this. This whole thing is like, bro, this woman, and then she blocked me, so I can't reply to it, okay? Dude, I know she gained 100,000 bots. Dude, she went on Rogan, and all she got was 100,000 followers, right? As Rogan in a meme. But like, guys, dude, can you believe that? Look how triggered she is. Oh, she is like, dude, I hit a nerve, bro. Oh, Lord. Dude, she gave me the like, don't you know who I am? Dude, I had no idea who she was, right? Until like looking at it and I'm like, oh my God, you're the fucking daffy ass, like the girl from the meme, right? Nobody even listens to her. They just meme her. They're like, oh, America, right? You've seen those memes where it's like America is, oh, America is when fucking bloody, bloody, blah, right? Oh, that's funny, dude. Dude, that's funny, bro. Oh, you don't know who she is, but you dislike her? Dude, she is like, you know what it is? It reminds me of the Angela, her at is on the screen, boss. She reminds me of the Angela Bel Camino girl, right? Where she's another one where like, ooh, like Elon retweets you, so you get a bunch of followers, but if you go to another platform, they have nothing, right? They have nothing. Dude, nothing. These people are frauds. If you're bragging about your ex, Twitter, whatever, if you're bragging about your Twitter following, at this point, if you're a right-winger on Twitter, you're automatically going to get followers, right? You can be a right-wing shitter on Twitter and you can have 100,000 followers in like a month, okay? It's not hard. All you have to do is get in the replies and kiss ass, right? Kiss libs of TikTok and Gunther Eagleman and Valentina Gomez and all those Nick Sortor's asses, and they'll reply to you, and then you'll get boosted, and then all their bot traffic will fucking jump on you as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's funny, though. Ooh, she told me off, guys. Oh, she really told me off. I have 8,000 followers. Let's hear her.
When you're really malnourished, that thing all opens up. You got zero fat. Every hole all opens. and you see dogs looking at his organs coming out, and he was still somehow conscious, begging for food at the time.
He was begging for food while his organs were hanging out of his body.
Dude.
Yeah, and I don't know why he was like pants were off, and I feel nothing. That still haunts me till this day. Like,
yeah, dude, what the fuck, bro? What is wrong with her? You want a list? Bro. Dude. Yep. All right, she told me, guys, I guess I'm going to delete my Twitter account, guys. I'm going to delete all my socials now because of 𝗙𝗹𝗹𝗪, right? Because of the anti-woke smarty pants. All right, it's been real, guys. Thank you. Thank you for coming out. Dude, I'm frankly, though, I'm a little disappointed that she fucking blocked me, okay? Because I was ready to lay into it. I was going to, you have girlfriend in Vietnam. I was going to lay into this one, guys. She was going to get a political punk tongue thrashing is what was about to happen. But, oh well, that's too bad. That would have been some good material. Dude, dude, I'm a little bummed. I mean, I'm not bummed about her paragraph of whatever, like, spewing on me. I'm a little bummed that I didn't get to the response, okay? Because the funny thing about it was I was about to shred her. But this comment is so ridiculous. Like this idea that if you go to a Somalian event, if you're the mayor of a city and you go to a Somalian event or a Mexican heritage event or a Cuban American event or a German festival, like you're allowed to wave their flag or their banner or right? I mean, dude, these idiots wave flags with a person's name on it, right? That says Donald Trump, right? Or they're waving a flag that's got the Confederate traitors. But they're like, oh, if you wave a Somalian flag at a Somalian event, how dare you? You're a traitor. Oh, Trumpy, don't wave the flag. Dude, the other night, I was waving a UCLA flag, guys. Oh, shit. I love UCLA more than I love America, guys. Not the taint. Dude, I know, dude. On St. Patrick's Day, dude, all of America is traitors. You go to Chicago, traitors. I mean, this is the dumbest shit. Right? This is the dumbest shit you've ever heard, boss. Oh, man, dude. Dude, that's funny. Oh, dude, America isn't a fucking cult. You dumbass, bro. Dude, one guy thought he was waving the state of Georgia flag, but it was the country. Dude. Oh, man. Love it. Let's go. She has more tweets about me. She does. She does, dude. I mean, she'll be in my DMs, boss, before the end of the year. You watch. She will be like, I'd like to unban you. Oh, people are in there. Let's go. Triggered much? Oh, shit. The replies are incoming. Dude. You know what it is, guys? It's right here, dude. It's my location, right? Rent free, dude. There it is. Where are you located? I'm rent free. Oh, is that what it is? She's from North Korea. See, I've seen those memes, right? I've seen these memes. Like, it's like, let me see where the meme is. They're I didn't know her name was Sovi, but the meme is this, right? Is this meme, right? It's this one. Dude, I want to see him. Oh, dude, I'm not finding him now because I guess they're not by name. But they always have, right? They always have, like, the tweet will say, like, America, right? America is where you, right? Let's see. Oh, that's what her name is. Yeonmi Park. Okay. Dude, it's Yeonmi Park. Okay. There it is. See, now what's interesting, though, is I don't even know if that's actually her, right? Is that her actual account? Yeah, dude, I don't think that's her actual account, okay? Because this is the actual Yeonmi Park. It's not even her. It is just a fake AI account using her shit, boss. Isn't that wild? Like, that is crazy. So this person's not even real, okay? This person is just somebody who, right? My grandparents survived the Korean War. Oh, I get it. She was posting that about Yeonmi Park. Not her, but she is also supposedly Korean. Okay? I get it now. This is though totally an AI photo. This is fake. I'd be willing to bet, guys, 100% that this is not a real person. Okay? You know what I mean? Or, I mean, she's not Korean. It's probably somebody who is just faking, you know, I mean, anytime an account says Texas. And the other thing, though, guys, is when you see a following, like when they follow like 30,000 or 50,000 or 100,000, that means most of their following is follow for follow. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Like most of their following is follow for follow. It is absolutely like a huge portion of it. Where is this account located? It's in the US. 3 name changes recently changed just a month ago. And look at this, date joined in March. Okay? So we know what this is. Oh, we're under 5 minutes, guys. All right, we got to hit the dance party. We need 13 in 4 minutes. Should we just reset it? Right? Should we just reset it? Or you think we can hit this shit? She might be an AI bot. She might. I mean, I don't know if she's an AI bot, though, because I think it's a person because the level of trigger here, right? The when we look at her response, dude, Snow Puppies rally. All right, dude, we can do this. Fuck it. We need 12, guys. 12. We need 11. Today, I moved into a new lease and got my puppy 26. Let's go, Diana. All right, we're 11 away. 3 minutes. 11 away. But I think, guys, I don't think it's a bot simply because the level of triggered, okay? Right? And look at this. Oh my God, dude. You ready? Check it out, guys. Dude, she's now leaving this comment under all my other tweets. You've been doing this for 13 years and you can't get one person to respond, right? Right? This is the dumbest account I've ever seen. No one responds to your content, right? Dude, oh my God, she went on a tear, bro. Dude, she went multiples. Dude, hello, Mr. Smith, let's go. All right, guys, 2:45, let's go. Dude, Disturbed in Ohio. Dude, she rage replied. For normalcy. Let's go. Dude, thank you, 𝗙𝗹𝗵𝗪𝗀𝗧𝗏. Let's go. All right, guys, 2 minutes. We need 7. 7 and 2, guys. We got this. Easy peasy. All right, 6 and 2. Disturbed. Let's go. Yeah. So that is definitely a human. Like, bots don't respond with the rage response. Love the new time. Thank you, Blunt. Dude, James, let's go, baby. Appreciate you. Good to see you as always. Dude, Sam, Snow Puppies, howl. Oh, Disturbed. Let's go. And what are we at? We are 3 more. 3 in a minute and a half. So yeah, dude, she was rage responding. Okay? She's rage responding. Dude. Oh, shit. Rent free. Thanks, Base Notes. Oh. Dude, I love it. I do like the rage responders. I mean, it happens. Dude, Disturbed F47 and 𝗙𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍. Yes. Dude, 86 𝗙𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍, dude. Oh, Lord. New year, new time. Old pals represent. Thank you, Allie. There it is. Chains are breaking. Thanks for the time change. You are welcome, guys. Go through the list. I missed some donos. All right. I'm going to go back there, dude. Even though I don't feel supported. Dude, you don't feel supported? Come on, Proud Liberal. We got you, boss. Everybody here loves you. Right, dude, 𝗙𝗪𝗵𝗪𝗀𝗍, let's go, baby. She is definitely triggered, Petrazi. You nailed that for sure. Let's go. You are the best. Thank you, Beard. Appreciate you. I'm gonna Spider-Man that one. No, you. Dude, Snow Puppies approach the finish line. Let's go, Sam. We can dance anytime. We can dance if we want to. The night is young and so am I. Dude, thank you, Kimberly. All right, I'm going to go back up and see the ones that I missed. Who'd I miss? Bop, bop, bop. I missed. Oh, hello, Mr. Smith. Let's go. No, I think I called that one out. I think I just missed the thing. Yeah, no, I think I got him. I think I got them all. I just missed the button, but... Yeah, we got everyone. Let's go. We got him. Let me double check. I missed your... Oh, did I miss your first? All right. Let me go in there and fucking see... Dude, let's go. Dude, Madeline, let's go. Third super. Thank you, Madeline. Appreciate you. All right, we'll give you Disturbed another one. So I can't scroll back that far in the chat, but I'll go up here and list. And I'm sorry for missing it, but there we go. Can we just start dancing now? You can, yes. So normally, though, what happens, guys... Dude, Eddie! Let's go, baby! So normally what happens is this. Normally, guys, they go to my page and they see this picture of Donald Trump and then they try to leave a comment and they can't because I have comments purposely disabled so they can't, like, rage at this photo. And then they will go into my replies and they will rage in my replies at the fact that they're triggered by this photo and they can't respond, which is it's a designed response. But yeah, so she definitely went in and started raging and right. And it looks like she fucking, dude, I guess she like copied and pasted. Right? Because on here, now I don't even have 8,000 followers. Now I only have 5,000. Right? You know what I'm saying? and I'm low IQ, right? And no one likes me, guys. Dude, no one likes me. Oh, shit. Yeah. That is crazy, guys. Oh, the dumbest account she's ever seen or they've ever seen. It's not a girl. I think this is a dude. I think this is a guy from Texas. Okay? Right? A guy from Texas. All right. Oh, here's another one. I got into UCLA, but it was her 68th choice. Yeah, sure. That happened. Dude, there's another one. Dude, they're replying to, oh my God, every 2 minutes. Right? Got into UCLA. What's it like having brain damage? All right? Dude, I stole your content. It really sucks. Dude, what is going on, bro? Oh, I know. I don't know what she stole, dude. Dude, that is wild. Now I got to go listen to Safety Dance FML. Yes, Jet. We can dance if we want to. The night is young and so am I. Don't dance, and if you don't dance, you're no friend of mine. Dude, that was terrible. Dude, that version makes it sound like I can't even sing. Dude, I don't know. Oh, this is her golfing, right? Dude, you think that's really her? I doubt it. Dude, what's up with the hats, bro? Is that her? Dude, she golfs like Kai Trump. Right? Is that a dude? Is this? I think this might be Stephen Miller's fucking burner account because I've been kind of hard on him lately. Oh shit, dude. That's funny, bro. All right. Thank you, Sovi. And thanks for blocking me because you did yourself a favor blocking me, okay? Right? You did. You absolutely did yourself a favor blocking me because if you hadn't, you were about to get served, boss. She is a looks maxer. Dude, she is a rage maxer is what she is. Lord have mercy. Isn't that funny? Oh, dude, that kind of makes me happy, dude. Right? Stephen Miller living out his fantasy as an Asian woman. Dude, the foreign peptide Bubba crack addict. Oh, dude, she is my favorite peptide. Okay? She is, guys. Without a doubt, SoviX is my most favorited peptide. Right? Dude, oh, love it. All right. Love it. Oh, that was good. Dude, I don't know. Those kind of interactions, I really enjoy those. You know what I'm saying? Dude, you knew they were going to say Zoran did the salute. He knew it too. Of course. Right? But you notice how they cut it off though. But like, guys, let's be real. The thing about the salute is sure, when somebody's like goes from their heart to like waving, sure, you could take many of those and try to like, oh, they did this. But for us to pretend like Elon didn't purposefully, like Elon was very clear with the motion, right? I mean, dude, I have the video comparison. Dude, this, where it puts it side by side of Elon's. For them to try and deny it is just such bullshit, bro. Like this. Look at this shit. Right? You know what I'm saying? One motion, no waving, flat hand, and he's even gritting. He's like, right? Dude, one motion, completely flat hand, stop at the end, pull back, no wave, gritting the teeth. Like, come on, man. We all, like, he knows. And he did it twice. He did it there, and then he went and turned around and did it for the people in the back of the room. You know, Like, please, dude. Give me a fucking break, dude. These clowns. And here's another one. Right? Like, give me a fucking break, dude. They do know. And they but again, this adds to like, this is part of their game. Okay? Part of their game, or part of their, like, they never will admit or take responsibility. They like to do things that are like, they know what they're doing, and they know the reaction they're gonna get, and then at the end they fucking, you know, what do you mean? Oh, what do you mean? Dude, you zero integrity. But you want to see a tweet that I'm particularly proud of, guys? I know it's childish. What I'm about to show you is childish and probably unnecessary, but I did it anyway because I thought it was funny, but it's true, right? But it's about 𝗙𝗙𝗃𝗍𝗍. Dude, look at that, dude. Is 𝗙𝗙𝗍𝗍 soaking his mom or what? Right? Dude, now that I know he took his mom to a home prom, I just can't get that idea out of my head. That, you know, being that he's a Mormon, that he is like soaking his mom, dude. Like, I think it's true. I think it's accurate. Dude, the mom prom, bro. He went to mom prom. He had a mom prom, guys. Isn't that wild? Dude, right? Mom prom. Who's the jumper? I don't know. Maybe his dad? Is his dad the jumper? Dude, is his... Dude, because you know what's so funny, guys? I don't know if you realize this, but look at this, okay? Look at this, guys. You ready? So let's just for a minute, because I know he's like the guy of the moment right now, but I want to show you, I don't think people know who this guy was, okay? If you look at him, right? If you look at him, if you go to his fucking YouTube account, he's got 1 million subs now. If you go to his videos, guys, and you look at his videos, so he was doing like shitty, sort of like, you know, fucking Ryan Trahan or whatever, right? Isn't that the guy's name? He was doing that kind of content. Okay, 16-year-old flies to New York without telling his parents, exploring New York City in 24 hours alone, right? He was doing shitty, whatever, even for a Mormon kid, he was doing shitty, I want to be like Logan Paul content, okay? Here's to having a 2026 with more MAGA FAFO. Let's go. Thank you, Marisol, right? I snuck into the wedding. I snuck into Jake Paul's wedding, not clickbait. Ooh, right? So he's doing all this shitty content, right? Interviewing people at freak convention, blah, blah, blah. This is a Mormon kid, by the way. Okay, then out of the blue, guys, you ready? So he does this, okay, sneaking into Dan Bilzerian's party, all right, the Mormon kid, whatever, Mormon Utah kid, like trying to do whatever teen content, okay? And then he leaves. 4 years ago, he quits because he's got to go on mission, okay? So he going away for 2 years. And he's trying to do his little channel. He quits. He's going away for 2 years, right? Then he does one more video, right? Or a couple more videos. I pranked my way onto Netflix, and then asking strange questions at Comic-Con, okay? Like about anti-trans stuff, of course. Then he comes back, okay? That was 4 years ago. Then he comes back after 3 years, and he is like doing illegal immigrant content, right? I mean, it's pretty wild, guys. And all of a sudden, right off the bat, boom, explosion. So he got co-opted somewhere, okay? You know what I mean? It's like he got co-opted somewhere. I don't know if he went on his mission and then after his mission he got like inducted into a group. I mean, I do know this. I know that the right wingers like look for, because there's like no buildup. There was no buildup. Right wingers do look for teen voices. They do. I mean, it's what happened with Charlie Kirk, right? Probably, yeah. I bet his mom hooked it up. I would not be surprised, because Charlie Kirk was the same way. Okay, Charlie Kirk was discovered by Bill Montgomery, and Bill Montgomery and Foster Freeze, right? It was like Charlie was the son of this prominent donor, and Bill Montgomery discovered Charlie, and sort of like TPUSA wasn't Charlie Kirk's thing. It was Bill Montgomery's thing. And Bill Montgomery discovered Charlie and then used Charlie like Trump. Charlie was just the vehicle. You go out there and just charm these young men, and we're going to fucking navigate this shit. And that's the same thing that Trump is. Okay, Trump is not the mastermind. Trump doesn't do shit. Trump is used by the Heritage Foundation and the evangelical billionaires. They put Trump out there to just rally the crowds and to get people voting, and then they take care of everything else, okay? And then he immediately comes in and is all of a sudden this like political, like gang, illegal immigration, border shit a year ago, and then just getting huge views, okay? Like 1 million views and shit. And at this point, you know that he's like in a network. You know what I'm saying? Hair looks great. It does look great. Let's go. So this guy is heavily like, I don't know, astroturfed, you know, and like heavily, okay? He is heavily like, he's a tool of the right-wing thing. And guys, it's not even just him. I mean, it's him and Higby and whomever else. I mean, to me, guys, the saddest one was like the 𝗙sze𝗶𝗶𝗏. Okay, did you see the 𝗙sze𝗶𝗶𝗏? Like, look at this, bro. Okay, this is crazy. Okay, because look at this. I gotta share this with you. Okay, you ready? Watch this. So 𝗙sze𝗶𝗶𝗏, after Nick Shirley puts out this stuff, then they fly in 𝗙sze𝗶𝗏. Okay, and then 𝗙sze𝗶𝗏 goes in and goes up to the daycare.
10:15 out here outside the Quality Luring Center on a Tuesday night. Got 10 Somalis out here trying to fix their misspelled street name. We'll see how much success they have there. You got this guy back here who's going to continue pacing around. He's already got several photos of my license plate.
See again, dude, here's a little something for a great 2026. We need all the positive vibes we can get. Keep up the great work, Tommy. Let's go Disturbed. Oh! What? Wait, what is that? Oh, get shit on. Fuck you, Trumpy. Let's go, dude. Thank you, Disturbed. But so now these like Somali guys are having to go and like guard this place. Okay? Literally, they have to go and guard this place because now every day freaks are like showing up and harassing people and filming people and driving by the parking lot and, you know, probably wanting to break in so they can steal some shit and like try to prove that it's not a daycare, or right? Or they're going to break in and then they're going to accuse them of breaking in and right, just doing this shit. But now watch what happens here. Okay. Let me find this. Where's the clip is. So he's hanging out, right? Filming himself here.
Hey man, do you want to have a chat? No. Okay, I was just saying you were taking pictures of me, so I was just...
Yeah, you were taking pictures of me.
Yeah, no, I think it's good. I'm glad you're finally changing the sign. You're gonna change it to actually what it's spelled as. You want to say your name? I know. I'm on the sidewalk. You want me to pose for you? I guess you guys can do this just about all night. You don't open until what, 2 o'clock tomorrow? Is that what it is? The daycare center, 2 o'clock? Huh? What'd you say? Huh?
They said, go home, man. Right? But so watch this. There's another one here. Hold on. Where the other one is.
10 Center, and as you can see, unfortunately, no luck getting that sign finished.
So the thing is, guys, this guy is like, this is what he's doing. On New Year's Eve, guys, okay, 𝗙ecie𝗶𝗹𝗶 on New Year's Eve is sitting in the parking lot of a daycare center in Minneapolis, like filming it, and like, bro, like, can you imagine if that is your life? I mean, dude, I'm a content creator, and I wouldn't want to be sitting in a parking lot on New Year's Eve filming a building or guys in a building. And there's one of them where he's like yelling at them. Okay, how come they don't have girlfriends? I mean, I think that is self-evident. Okay, but there's one of them. I want to find the one clip. Okay, there is this one clip where it is so sad. This one. You ready? Watch this one where he goes up to them. Watch what he does here. All right, you ready? Here he goes.
What's up? I'm just here to wish everybody a happy new year from the 𝗙ecie𝗶𝗶 Clearing Center here tonight. You want to say anything to everybody?
You're trespassing, sir.
Huh?
You have no
You're
right to
trespassing in my
trespassing.
country.
Live, sir. Live, please.
Live.
Dude, you ready? He's like, you're trespassing in my country. Right? It's 𝗙ecie𝗶𝗹𝗶's country. I know, dude, what a prick. And even the thing with the 𝗙ecie Clearing Center, right? I know they're leaning into this, but like, dude, if these guys speak Somalian or whatever language they speak in Somalia, I don't know what language they use there. Like, foreign people often misspell English words the same way that if you went to France and you didn't really speak French and you were putting a sign out in French, you might misspell something, you know? But, and again, we may find out that these guys are like crooks. Maybe they're not. But here's what I do know, guys, is that 𝗙ecie𝗶𝗶𝗶 and 𝗙𝗙𝗃 and these MAGA guys, they have not looked, okay? They have not looked at all daycare centers, okay? They have not. They didn't make a list of every daycare center in Minneapolis and go and check them out, because how many daycare centers run by white people are scamming and conning? How many daycare centers run by, you know, Republican, like, fucking white people are scamming and defrauding? You know what I mean? I mean, if there's, like, certainly there's many of any kind of thing, whether it's the nursing home fraud guy that Trump pardoned, the 1.2 billion, but they are specifically targeting Somali people because they're dark skinned, they're like black adjacent, and they're Muslims. And that's what they're doing. And they're attacking Zohran Mamdani because he's Muslim. Okay? They're attacking, you know, they're attacking fucking Black Lives Matter people because they're black. You know, it's all about attacking black people, targeting Muslims, targeting some Somalians. And it is so obviously they're not concerned about fraud, because at the end of the day, right? Like, what is this doing? What 𝗙ecie𝗶𝗶𝗶 is doing here, saying you're trespassing in my country. Oh, I didn't realize it was your country, you fucking clown. But like, what is he doing? Is he helping the fraud investigation? Is this part of his fraud investigation here? You know, he's literally just there trying to use these people and the racism and the Islamophobia that they're experiencing. He's using it to like monetize. He's profiting off their harm. He's like harming them and profiting off them. When clearly, I mean, if you look in here, I mean, just look at the way this thing is painted with the green and the purple and the orange and the white and the yellow walls. I mean, you look in there and I mean, it looks like a fucking daycare center in there. Look at those walls. If this was just some fraudulent, you know what I mean? I mean, it looks like a daycare, and it sucks that these guys have to, like, they have to stay up all night and have people guard this thing because they're worried about a brick, like, coming through the door window or some shit, you know? I mean, it's pretty fucking disturbing, but let's watch this whole clip.
What's up? I'm just here to wish everybody a happy new year from the 𝗙𝗪𝗏 Clearing Center here tonight. You want to say anything to everybody?
You're trespassing, sir.
Huh?
You have no
You're
right to
trespassing in my
trespassing.
country.
Live, sir. Live, please.
Live.
Live.
What do you mean live? I'm living well.
Go to the house. Yeah.
I'm on the sidewalk. What are you
No,
talking
you're not.
about?
You're on our parking lot.
Okay. What time do you close?
None of your business.
None of my business? Okay. All right. Well, happy new year anyway.
You too. Thank you.
Take care. Enjoy. Probably won't be a great one for you, though, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, and look at it. He says, I hurt his feelings, so the cops have been called. But, like, guys, this is, I know those guys were polite. Leave, please, sir. Leave, sir. Leave, please. And, like, but, like, this is the America MAGA wants, guys, where white guys, white MAGA dudes can go around harassing, stalking, disrespecting, right? Publicly filming it, putting it on the internet and profiting off of it, right? Ridiculing and just denigrating people at will. They can choose whoever they want to do this and just monetize you and spit in your face. And then when you call the cops or if you try to take any sort of like step to you know, address the problem, they call you weak. Oh, I hurt your feelings. And it's like, why are you even there, 𝗙ecie🗶🗏🗏? Who asked you to be there? But that's what they want, right? And then, but like, oh my God, if there's a gay kiss on Netflix or the gay kiss, can I show you the gay kiss, guys, in New York City? Did you see this? You see this? Look at this, guys. Oh my God, you ready? Prepare yourself, guys. Talk about hurt feelings. Okay, let's find the clip. Look at that. New Year's 2026 begins with a gay kiss. Look at that. Their feelings are so hurt. Dude, it's fucking New York City, bro. Like, of course there's a gay kiss. And there's a straight kiss. And there's trans kisses. And there's trans straight kisses and gay trans kisses. And there's like fathers kissing sons and daughters and mothers kissing sons and daughters. And there's like disabled kisses and like there's Muslim kisses and Christian kisses and Hindu kisses. And there's, you know, sniffing Andrew Tate's chair kisses. Fucking New York City, bro. Like it's 2025. And a gay kiss is really, that's still a thing to you? Bro. Dude. Like, really? Isn't that funny? Mom prom. Dude, mom prom. Dude, they all went to mom prom. Dude, these guys are a couple good-looking dudes, I might add, though. Look at them, dude. There's some good-looking dudes, bro. All right? I'm not into dudes, but those are some good-looking dudes. Very, very well-shaved, okay? And, I mean, it's so crazy. Like, can't you just be happy that those guys are fucking celebrating? I mean, what world do we live in where you can't just be happy with like two dudes like loving each other, right? I know, no, we're going to look at the lawsuit, the Portland thing, okay, in a sec. But watch this. We'll watch the rest of this clip.
First name 𝗙𝗪𝗪HIM. Last name Ali, ALI. 612.
It's a rental, bro. But I mean, that's fine. If it makes you feel better.
Yeah, dude, in Sortor, it's not like they can't figure out who the rental belongs to, you dumbass. Right? Like, oh, it's a rental. Yeah, no, the cops can't just call up the rental company and be like, who'd you rent that car to? Dude, he's so dumb. Like, they're not even smart, bro. It's like they're so arrogant and so abusive, but they're so dumb at the same time, dude. You know? Like, what a fucking clown. But yeah, so look at this shit, okay? So what ends up happening is this is the same guy who is suing Portland, okay? Because the cops arrested him for harassing in Portland, right? And so this snowflake, this guy who's like, oh, I hurt their feelings. And they called the police, and then he gets arrested, though. And he's like, oh, my feelings are so hurt, I'm going to file a $10 million lawsuit.
Your initial reaction to hearing that the charges against you were going to be dropped, and why do you think the DA decided to do that?
I think it was a smart move because all of the evidence was in my favor. There was no evidence against me at any time. So everybody there has a camera for the most part at these demonstrations or whatever we want to call them in the streets. And all of those videos that came out showed that I was the victim. I was the one that was jumped.
Dude, he was the victim. He's a victim, all right.
I was thrown into a hole. I was the one that was punched. I didn't punch anybody. I didn't break anybody's camera.
We don't know about that.
My crime was filming in public, filming people that don't believe in First Amendment rights for conservatives, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look at him. Oh, poor baby. The people know First Amendment rights for conservative. Dude, he stole that guy's flag. He stole somebody's personal property while he was there. The flag, he took it to the White House. Right? He stole somebody's personal property and he's bullying Somalian people right now. This guy is what a douche, right? What a douche.
And that's where this whole thing started. I should never have been arrested. I should never have been put through the ringer.
Put through the ringer, the poor guy. It's not the first time he's been arrested either, guys.
I didn't have the chief of police on TV slandering me during the day. Instead, he should be focused on pulling the rot out of his police department. And maybe this will make him think twice about, I don't know, the direction of the department.
Dude, right? Dude, the wambulance has arrived. Right? The wambulance. Dude, the wambulance has arrived. Oh, sorry. I know I split your ears right there. There you go. Cheers. Dude, these guys, are they, I mean, is it just me? Or like, are these guys the biggest fucking snowflakes you have ever experienced in your life? I have never seen anybody so soft. And to top it off, they are the ones who like are constantly getting in your face. Okay? They are so like bullying and finger wagging and so mouthy. And then, you know, the minute Mom Prom gets canceled, they are literally crying in their Maybelline, boss. Right? You know? It's like, dude, I just got to say this. You ready? These men, these MAGA men are far too emotional to lead, okay? Let me just tell you, they are far too emotional to lead. I mean, we're seeing evidence of this. MAGA men are teaching us that these men are just too emotional to have the top job. Okay, clearly they need to be, you know, lower level workers because they're just too emotional, guys. They just are too. Dude, I just can't get enough of these clowns, boss. Oh, Lord. All right. But now I do want to address something here. And this thing right here, this is something that goes back to the original thing we looked at. Those of you who just joined at the beginning of the pod tonight, we were talking about this instance with 𝗫𝗫𝗽, right? Where 𝗫𝗫𝗽, they posted a picture of her on the internet, and a Grok account actually, Grok created an illicit picture of this child. And the internet blew up about it, and Grok was creating illicit photos of adults as well. And then the account was suspended, and Grok was denying the behavior. But one of the things that I wanted to point out was this tweet, okay? And this is really important to think about with this AI stuff. It says right here, there's an abundance of free adult material on the internet. Removing women and children's clothing with AI is something much more sinister, okay? It's not about horniness. It's not about sex. It's about control, okay? These men find joy in violating women and taking their agency away, guys. And this is like that Donald Trump shit, where Donald Trump didn't push a woman against a wall and touch her private parts or stick her tongue down her throat at a party because he really was horny and needed to kiss. He was doing it to take away the woman's agency, to put her in a situation where he was taking control over her and you know, exercising that power, okay? And that's a really important thing here, that this stuff, when these women are being abused like that, it's not about sex. It's not about like the content, the adult content. It is specifically about control and harming them. And you know, Trump wants to make this unregulated. You know what I'm saying? Right? It's pretty fucking disturbing. All right. And there's more of it. Grok was putting women in fucking, you know, swastika bikinis and all kinds of shit. Okay? It's real fucking problematic, guys. Okay? Real fucking problematic. Let's go. All right. Moving on. What do you do about it? I mean, well, I think there's a number of things that you do about it. Like, one is you have to regulate the AI, and when that shit gets out, you need to fine and discipline the AI companies, okay? Right? You know, I don't know, $100,000 fine every time that happens to the AI company, $500,000 fine. If they rack up 50 million in fines, it's going to affect their bottom line. They're going to, I mean, they have the controls, guys. The other thing you do is you watermark AI, all of it. All AI gets a watermark right in the center. Automatic watermark. If you spread AI without a watermark, stiff fine, right? And then the other thing you do is you prosecute the people who do it, okay? When kids make deep fakes of their classmates, you prosecute them. You put them in fucking, you know, in long rehabilitatory programs. You find their fucking parents. I mean, you got to do something. I mean, I'm not exactly sure, you know, if even necessarily that punitive stuff is the most helpful. I mean, you could start there, but like, again, even thinking about it, I think punitive stuff is often not the answer. I think really it starts maybe in removing rape culture entirely, right? I mean, if you really wanted to get rid of it, instead of these punitive things, which obviously you can punish the companies, right? Punishing the companies is a thing you can do, okay? Because they're not people and they do, money is their bottom line. So if you ding them financially, they will then exercise controls. But as far as the people, like we do need to foster a culture that is not rape culture, guys. But guys, it's prevalent. I mean, I'm gonna segue now into this next thing. Okay, you ready? Because this is the perfect segue, guys, and it's into this story. Let me find it. Hold on. I think I bookmarked it. I did not bookmark it. Let me think of a keyword in it. Are you ready? Here it is. It is this. Okay, this story right here. Okay, let's watch this clip. So, do you remember Lily Phillips? Okay, Lily Phillips was the woman who was an OnlyFans model that did like she slept with 1,000 men, remember? In a row. And everybody was like vilifying her. All the red pillars were calling her a whore and like saying the most nasty, denigrating things about her. Just so fucking like over the top. Okay. And in 24 hours. Okay. But so the thing about this shit is like, I mean, to me, I don't really care. I don't look at sex as a dirty thing. And I don't look at sharing sex partners or having, like, to me, I have had sex with many women where I didn't even know their full name. Okay. And I met them, and within 15 or 20 minutes of knowing them, we were having sex. And I've never had a problem with that as long as you're like straight and discussing the parameters of the adventure. And right, because to me, there is sex with people that you love that is an emotional and connected experience. But there's also sex that is just more like a sport or more like a physical, pleasurable activity. Okay, now, the thing about her is her having sex, it was 1,000 men, and having sex with 1,000 men is more extreme. Okay, that is like extreme sports, guys. It's like somebody swimming the English Channel. Okay, there's no reason to swim the English Channel and to get stung by jellyfish. There's no reason to walk all the way across the United States or to climb Mount Everest, where something that's just right. Those are extreme sports. So somebody having sex with 1,000 people, that's an extreme sport. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that type of adventure. Now, if you looked at her afterwards, you could tell that it was like, it was intensely emotional for her to go through that. And I thought the thing was actually pretty cool. I did personally. I thought it was pretty wildly adventurous. And I thought it probably took her to some crazy sort of emotional places, considering all the social stigma with that and all of like the societal judgment and knowing how many people were going to sort of react. I mean, I thought it was really intriguing and really pretty cool. I did. But again, I don't have a sexual shame thing with that. I don't have that. To me, if two people don't even know each other and they have sex, I don't see anything wrong with that. Okay? People meeting each other and having sex 2 seconds later, or having sex on camera, doing adult stuff, as long as they're respecting each other's boundaries, I don't have a problem with it. I don't think it's dirty. I don't think it's fucking, you know what I'm saying? And well, when you say though that can't be healthy, it's like, I mean, healthy is hard to describe, guys, because you know, living in capitalism is not healthy, okay? It's not. Let's be honest, okay? Being forced to work a job that you hate, but you have to do it so you don't end up dead and homeless and struggling your entire life to survive. That's not healthy, but it's capitalism, okay? You know what I mean? Like, and you know, swimming the English Channel is not healthy. Climbing Mount Everest is not healthy. Getting yoked like a fucking weightlifter who goes to the Olympics, not healthy. I mean, everything we do on this planet is basically not healthy. It's just a lot of the unhealthy shit we do doesn't have some social stigma about dirtiness or unclean woman, right? If a guy has sex with 1,000 women, Wilt Chamberlain or whatever, you know, Leo DiCaprio, these guys who have sex with 1,000 women, everyone's like, whoa, that guy's a stud. That guy's a ladies' man, right? So I thought this shit was actually pretty cool, okay? Now, anyway, so she decides to turn to Christ and get baptized, okay? Right? So she's getting baptized now, okay? And now she does this thing, and now she's turning to Christ and getting baptized. Now, according to the Bible, okay, according to the Bible, she's forgiven. She has a clean slate. It is like, welcome aboard to Christianity. She is like it's all wiped away, right? According to the Bible, according to Jesus. But now look at this shit though. You ready? So you have these accounts that say Lily Phillips, the woman who slept with 1,113 men, gets baptized and says she's closer to God. But now, guys, what I want to show you about this is how if you get in here, everyone is attacking her after she's baptized and after she's gone closer to God, right? They're attacking her. Change that water. They're making fun of her. Everybody deserves a fresh start. Oh, I don't think she's genuine. Right? She's not genuine. She's just to them, she's like a sinning whore. And now they're like, ooh, she doesn't mean it. Right? She doesn't mean it. Right? And right? You know what I'm saying? And other people, oh, I pray that this is real. I pray that she's repented and come to Christ. Okay? Oh, she's going to keep that money. Whether she's sincere or not, God loves her. Okay. And then this one is like attacking, women, no accountability. Look at this though, guys. What the fuck is this? Okay. What the fuck is this, guys? That accountability? Accountability for what? Like if women have a bunch of sex, they have to have accountability. Right? They think women need to be punished for having a lot of sex, guys. Like, think about this, guys. Right? This is fucking like crazy shit here. Okay? Right? Dude, why is hold on a sec. I feel like some messages are not coming through. Oh, there we go. Oh, I had to reset the chat. All right, sorry. Yeah, I learned something, guys. I just fucking learned something here today that when I reset my other chat, I need to reset this one too. Yeah, no, I have live chat on, but like what it is when if I refresh my other window, this chat turns to like a hidden top chat. But now it's open. But this concept here, guys, about women accountability is like an LMAO. It's this idea that women engaging in sexual behavior need to have some sort of punishment. They have to have like she's supposed to suffer consequences because she had sex with a lot of men in one time, right? You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? And this is a recurring theme, guys, because ultimately what it is is the misogyny is that men, you ready? Here's the misogyny, is that men get to decide when women should be punished, what for, and why. Okay? That's what the misogyny is. It's not even about like saying bad things or hating women. It's about this idea that men should be able to decide what deserves punishment for women. Or, oh no, that woman, she's dodging accountability, right? Men thinking that women's behavior needs to fit in parameters that they decide. You know what I mean? And yes, what Arbeiter said there too is if the man's alone with her and trying to have sex, okay, then she's being a prude if she doesn't get in. You know what I'm saying? And right, it's absolutely that, okay? And I'm sorry, I just went ahead and hit that person because I knew that person was going south. I'm not interested in your opinion there, little troll. Dude, but you know what I'm saying? This is really fascinating here. When you look at these, and look at this. This person, though, says, all the water on this planet couldn't wash the sins of this woman, but Russell Brand rapes women and becomes a Christian. You know what I'm saying? Okay? You know? And right? And this guy, she should quit all social media and live celibate then. Oh, woman, you had sex with too many men. Now you got to be celibate and get off social media. Okay? Right? You know what I'm saying? And, but again, I'm surprised that water didn't start boiling. They're all like insisting that she's like dirty, right? She's so dirty. You know what I'm saying? And fucking, it is crazy, guys. Okay? It is crazy because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they really do hate women. And here's another tweet that I thought really hammers on this. Was this bad hombre guy? Because look at this. Okay? This guy says, behind every mouth-breathing Somali fraudster is an enabling liberal white woman whose biggest problems in life are PetSmart running out of Purina seafood sensations and not being able to get her daughter on testosterone. Okay? And so when you look at this, we know that MAGA like unite with racism. We know that racism, okay, that racism is like it's a uniting and connecting factor for MAGA. But what's wild about it is their hatred of women like supersedes the racism. Okay? The racism is like secondary. It's like a hatred of women, like a deep, profound disrespect for women that they're, you know, and I mean, we're starting to see this like repeal the 19th, like, you know, sentiment that's cropping up with these MAGA preachers and shit. And this is why they like Trump. Okay? I mean, I know Trump is racist, but I'm telling you right now, MAGA men like Trump because he rapes women. And they will not believe he rapes women, but they like that he is that type of person, that he just does not respect women's agency or their right. They don't respect women's autonomy. That's why they think they can pass abortion laws and they can take away birth control and they can, you know, put out deep fakes and like, get over it. You know what I'm saying? Or like, what were you wearing when the woman gets raped? But it is like, it's that rape culture, that fascism, that like, you know, sort of unifying sentiment. And it is hardwired, guys, into religion, right? It is, like George just said it right there, dude. It is in the religion. If you're a woman and you are in religion, you're a fucking rib, okay? That's it. You are a rib. You are a piece taken out of that man and created into a human being for the express pleasure of that man and to bear his children. Right? As God is his creator, man is your creator. Right? It's pretty gnarly shit. It is gnarly shit, guys. Deeply sickening. I'm talking of Abrahamic religions. I am. I mean, you know, they're the dominant ones, right? I mean, I know there's also Hinduism is the other like somewhat dominant one. I don't know that much about Hinduism, but those are really the prime four, right? What were the roots of Hinduism? I'm really intrigued by that. Okay, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna have to at some point, I guess, study up on it. But the Abrahamic ones are the ones that are causing the most worldwide pain because they're constantly fighting each other and jockeying for power. Okay? But yeah, dude, I mean, even his handle, Bad Hombre, right? Like, okay, sure you are, dude, right? But the dismissive nature of this post, when I saw that about like, you know, oh, the liberal white woman is trash, right? And yeah, but see, Buddhism is not a religion. And I know it's controversial to say that, right? Like, because people talk about Buddhism and it gets called a religion, but there's no deity in Buddhism. It is simply a philosophy of harmony with the natural world. You know what I'm saying? There's no deity. And there's not even any scripture. There's no requirement. Like if you study Buddhism, you don't even have to live by any of the principles. The Buddhism is simply a philosophy of, you know, some pillars and some suggestions of what can achieve harmony and what can achieve peace. And then you get to pick and choose. And there's no punishment. There's no like requirement to behave in a certain way. There's no deity. You can be a Christian Buddhist or a Muslim Buddhist or a Jewish Buddhist or a Hindu Buddhist, right? It is not theological at all. There's no divine entity. It is simply an awareness of your presence in the physical space you occupy and then seeking harmony with the environment you're in, right? And more than anything, it's about a common respect and compassion for all life, like from an ant to a human to, you know, a squirrel to whatever, right? And it is like there is no theological like component to it at all. You know what I'm saying? There isn't. It's like, I mean, I love it. I do love it. I learned Vipassana, which is the meditation that Buddha does, right? I learned that. And it is like, it's profound. It's a profound fucking, right? It's a profound fucking, it's a profound philosophy. I love it. Dude, I love it. It's great. It's the only sort of near theological philosophy that is worth a salt, right? Because the thing that I like about it is the harmony aspect, right? And there's another aspect too, because if you look in Buddhism, you look at some of the tenets involved, and they are about, you know, developing awareness. But the one that I really love is how it doesn't make any suggestions about, like, there's no stricture of right or wrong. There's no stricture of like the rules you have to obey. But there are two things that, like, two of the principles are that you want to avoid leading a life where you sell weapons or you sell in like drugs, intoxicants, poison, things that poison the body, right? So those are, I always found that really interesting because like what a great suggestion to not engage in a business that creates things that destroy life and to not engage in a business that is selling intoxicants that pollute life. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just so about sort of respect for life and for the energy of living. You know, it's just really amazing. It's really amazing. And you can go as deep as you want. Like you could live a severe version of it where you follow all of the precepts, or you can live a very loose version of it. But you know what's really interesting is so and this is interesting because I've heard this from two groups of people, from Mormons and from Buddhists. Okay, but you ready for this, guys? So Mormons do this thing I'm about to tell you too, which I thought was really cool. So I knew some Mormon people that were musicians that went on tour, okay? And they were vegetarians, the Mormons. Not all Mormons are, but some of these Mormons I knew and were vegetarians. Buddhists are like, if you're deeply into Buddhism, you're going to be a vegetarian too, because of course you're not going to eat animals. But you ready? So some of the people, some of the Mormons and some of the Buddhists even though they're vegetarian, if they're traveling and if they stay in someone's home, if someone opens their home to them and makes them food with meat in it, they will eat the food with meat in it. Okay? And why? Because if you've opened your home to them and you've prepared a meal for them, they are going to respect the fact that you've opened your home and prepared a meal and taken care of them, and they will put aside their personal beliefs about the meat to oblige you and you having like given to them, right? And they will actually eat the food out of respect for you sharing your like existence with them. And again, it's not explicitly a Mormon thing, but I know a bunch of Mormons who engage in that behavior, which is really, I think, really cool. You know, if you want to live in that type of gratitude, rather than if somebody prepares a meal and they don't know, like some people might ask, oh, do you eat meat? And they'll make it, but some people won't ask, but they'll prepare a meal that's maybe their favorite thing. And then, you know, they choose to put aside their thing because they don't want to harm the person who's caring for them, like out of respect. And I always thought that was really cool, right? You know what I'm saying? You don't know any Mormon vegetarians? Oh my God, I knew a bunch of them that were vegetarians in Provo and Salt Lake. I used to like Blunt, I used to play in Utah like 5 times a year, right? I was friends with some Mormons in Provo. I played Starry Night in Provo and Kilby Court. I played house shows in Provo. Oh, dude, it was crazy. I had a pretty significant following. There's another coffee shop that I played in Salt Lake. I'll be honest, guys. I liked the Mormons. I did. Okay? I know their religion is freaky, and I know that there's a lot of weird shit, especially when you go down into the LDS down in the South, right by the Arizona border, and they're like, you know, they're into the polygamy and all that shit, and but like, and there's a dark side everywhere, but I liked them. Dude, I liked that they were like sober and in a weird way, you know, they were like, they're pretty fucking sexual guys. Okay. Let me just tell you, okay, they are fucking sexual. They are, okay? They are sexual as fuck, even though their religion supposedly is not. They are freaky, dude. They are. And maybe that's why I like them, because I am like sexual freaky, guys. I'm going to be honest about it. I mean, dude, consenting adults All right. I don't fuck around outside of the consenting adults thing, but I am like sexually freaky. I don't have the normal like shame and weird limitations about sex. I like it. For me, it is just a sport, an adventurous sport. Dude, it is. I am like minorly obsessed with it. Always have been. It's tied to my creativity. I can't separate it. Like my sexuality and my creativity are like one and the same, guys. They are. And it's always been that way. My creativity is heavily tied to my libido. And it has been, like, whether songwriting or painting or whatever. I'm on the cusp. I'm a Libra technically, but I'm on the cusp of Libra and Scorpio. And no, I know the Mormons have a lot of other dirty shit about like you got to be married and the women are subservient and they're like pretty anti-black people and all kinds of shit, right? I'm not like sugarcoating the dark side of that religion because that religion is fucked by all others, right? But I'm just saying I fucking have traveled around, okay? I have traveled around, guys, and seen the whole country, and I'm telling you right now, okay, like for me, the Mormons, I never had an issue with. The Jewish people, I never had an issue with. Muslim people, I've yet to meet a Muslim that I've ever had an issue with. The only time I have issues with people, they're fucking Christians. Dude, the Christians are the ones that are aggressive and they proselytize and they judge and they cajole and they try to like bully you and they try to fucking, you know what I'm saying? They try to pressure you and control you. And like all of these other religions, even with their, like all the other religions have dark shit in there somewhere. They do. I'm not denying. I'm not saying there's not darkness in those other religions. But the way those other religions interface with you is like they're not trying to get up in your shit. I was in a Jewish fraternity, guys, for years. 140 brothers. There were 138 guys that were Jewish. 2 of us were not Jewish. I went to those guys' houses. I had fucking meals with them. I met their parents. I dated those girls. I met the girls' parents that I dated. I went to dances and shit with them. They never tried to convert me. They never once laid judgment upon my lifestyle. I never once heard them laying judgment upon, right? These are the Jewish guys at UCLA. I never once heard them judging anyone's lifestyle. They never got in a group and started talking about their Jewish stuff and like talking about how terrible the Christians were. Never. They never did that. Okay? They never once engaged in like some type of moralization of levying judgment on groups of people. It just didn't happen. And like, dude, if you hang out in a room of Christians, you will be like 2 minutes in and their entire bond is about denigrating people that aren't them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, I'm telling you, like Judaism is way better than Christianity. Islam, way better than Christianity. Okay. And you know what I'm saying? Like in my eyes, again, I think all of the Abrahamic religions are trash. But if I just look at the groups in general and the way they behave, those groups are better. You know, they're better. Like the Christians are the worst, dude. They are. The Christians are the worst, boss. They're the most aggressive and the most deceitful and the most conversion attempting and the most pressuring and judgmental. And you know what I'm saying? It's like so crazy. Yeah, no, I know the mission, but so the thing about that though, yo mamas, is the Mormons do go on a mission, but like, which I get that, right? That is creepy and weird. But I also though, there was something about that I sort of respected it too, because I know it's creepy and weird, but it's like a journey. It's like a rite of passage that they go on where they go outside their normal space and they go and engage in this like 2-year like crazy. It's like a Mecca. I mean, Muslims do the same thing where they like travel to Mecca and shit, and it's this sacred ritual. And I thought that's like pretty wild. And then, you know, Orthodox Jews wear like prayer gowns and they get dressed a certain way. So some of these other religions in their Orthodox nature have these really intense sort of ritual things, you know? It's like, I don't know. I mean, to me, that's like, you know, doing your preaching and attempt to convert in a years-long ritual where you're sacrificing and devoting your whole life to this mission is different than running around every day levying judgment on the people around you. So, right? So I just thought, even though I disagree with all of it, I looked at the Mormon mission as slightly more respectable, right? You know, because at least they're devoting their whole selves to it and they're sacrificing while they're doing it. And you know, I find those types of things to be a little more respectable than just, you know, your run-of-the-mill everyday judgment, right? And which, you know, the American Christians are like so crazy about, right? You're gonna burn in hell, sinner? Now give me $20. Give me 20. Dude. Isn't the Mormon religion only 1,700 get into heaven? I don't think so. Right? Jesus was against judging people. Yes, Jesus was definitely against judging people. Right? Dude. Oh, wealthy members don't have to do missions? Is that really true? Are the missions just the working class? Can the wealthy people get exemptions? Right? And they? Dude, Jesus, I am pretty sure Jesus was transgender, right? I'm pretty sure. All signs point to Jesus being transgender, right? Dude, a transgender hippie with a BLM t-shirt. Dude, I mean, wasn't Jesus Palestinian? I think Jesus was Palestinian, wasn't he? Wasn't Jesus a Palestinian Jew who spoke Aramaic, working class carpenter? Right? I'm pretty sure that Jesus was a Palestinian Jew that spoke Aramaic. Right? He didn't speak Hebrew. He spoke Aramaic. All right? And like, I think that is accurate as shit, boss. Right? Dude, I am Jesus, guys, in case you've been wondering. Dude, let's go. All right? Aren't we all? We are all Jesus. We are all Charlie Kirk. Right? Oh shit. Dude, did you see Turning Point USA? Can we pivot? Can we pivot real quick to TPUSA for a minute, guys? Because you gotta look at this, dude. What they posted today. Because I was laying in on TPUSA, but look at what they posted. Ready? Look at this. Look at this shit. Here we go. Oh my God, dude. Look at that. It says a year marked by immense loss and profound revival. 2025 was the turning point. And now look at this, guys. Look at this shit. They got their Charlie Kirk signs. This guy is all tearful with his Charlie Kirk. They're all, we are Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk. Look at that. Oh my God. Christian revival. Jesus. Oh my God. Baby oil. Get the baby oil. We are about to praise Jesus. We are all Charlie Kirk. We are all Charlie Kirk. Well, watch what I said, dude. Look at them. They're all carrying these boards with Charlie. This is our turning point. Oh my God. And Charlie's got the red hats there. We are Charlie Kirk, building a legacy, remembering Charlie. I mean, they left out the photos of Charlie, but like, dude, look at what I said. I said the turning point where you stopped worshiping Jesus and started worshiping a dead podcaster and Benjamin Netanyahu's genocide money, right? I mean, isn't that what happened? That's what happened this year, isn't it? They essentially started worshiping Charlie. The turning point from being disciples of Jesus to being disciples of Charlie Kirk. Look at this. You will mourn, Charlie Kirk, a man so beloved they had to make mourning him mandatory. Dude, this got a cop with a baton. This is genius, bro. Oh my God, a man so beloved they had to make mourning him mandatory. I mean, that says a lot, right? That it really does. You know? Dude, but there are these people, they're crying about him. This guy, go fuck yourself. Dude, that's pretty funny. All right, I'm going to say that one's pretty good. Look at this person, though. This person said, this is a conservative person, okay, said, not once did I ever receive a text when Charlie was alive, and since he passed, you money grubbers won't stop, even when I text stop. So this is a conservative person, a Save Our Children person, who is like, why you won't stop sending me these emails saying, hey, I need money. Isn't that wild? Dude, that shit is crazy, dude. Dude, Mr. Potato Head. Oh my God. Bro. Now, I thought this is pretty interesting, dude. Okay? Is like, this person is a MAGA journalist that apparently they follow me. I don't really know who this person is. I just discovered them the other day. Okay, but they are taking like 𝗙𝗪𝗀𝗽𝗀 to task, and I'm really intrigued by this, guys. I'm intrigued by the MAGA people that are turning against TPUSA, and you know they're drawing some battle lines with like Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson, but there are a lot of like MAGA people, a lot of MAGA Christians that are very anti-TPUSA. And there were before, because Charlie Kirk did use some Christian influencers and then, you know, systematically start cutting them from the roster. And they excommunicated people like Morgan Ariel and Milo and, you know, and they didn't exactly seem to have the firmest set of reasons why they excommunicated, right? Like they would excommunicate Morgan Ariel, but they wouldn't excommunicate Emily Saves America, even though she got fingered in the lobby at one of their events, right? They would excommunicate Milo, but they wouldn't excommunicate, you know, the closeted Benny Johnson, who's living a total life of like lies, right? And so I always thought that was really fascinating, like trying to figure out how they pick and choose who they decided to boot out of the organization. I mean, a lot of it, I think, had to do with Charlie Kirk's personal feelings. And if somebody was sucking up too much limelight, that maybe they got the boot. Or if somebody questioned TPUSA, they would get the boot. But look at what this guy says here. He says, breaking. After being exposed for the fraud he is and hypocrisy yet again, corrupt TPUSA spokesman 𝗙𝗪𝗀𝗽𝗀 blocked me along with thousands of MAGA Republicans demanding answers on the alleged defrauding of donor money, bribes, and kickbacks within TPUSA. All right, 𝗙𝗪𝗀𝗽 says exposing fraud should be celebrated by all sides, but instead of carrying out Charlie Kirk's last wish for an independent Doge audit of TPUSA money, 𝗙𝗪𝗽, Erica, and Tyler Boyer took the money Charlie turned down. That was from Israel, from Benjamin Netanyahu. They canceled the audit and they enriched themselves with millions. If either of them block you, post the screenshot here and demand an independent Doge audit of TPUSA, TP Action, America's Turning Point, and Turning Point Foundation. And then let's see what he's got, a little snippet here where it looks like he's showing how this guy is like, pray for Nick's safety, exposing fraud should be celebrated. We've reached a very dark time on the timeline, right? And then he says the hypocrisy from TPUSA and Andrew Colvett is astonishing. They blocked Charlie's Doge, right? And then it's probably going to show him being blocked. All right. And then he blocked him. So we knew that was coming at the end. Now, the improprieties going on at TPUSA are many. Like we watched that YouTuber, the Wolf in Finances, right? That guy who was looking at their tax forms and missing forms for some of these shell companies. There's like a shell company within a shell company within a shell company. And all of those guys like Colvett and Tyler Boyer, guys, they take salaries like $300,000 a year. Okay. Andrew Colvett gets paid $300,000 a year. And that guy, like, what does he even do? He sits on Twitter all day. Literally, he is on Twitter all day. Okay, same with Tyler Boyer. They're on Twitter all day. They occasionally go and do some panels or whatever. They do a little podcast. $300,000 a year. And right, that's their salary. It's like when you see in their tax documents. Now, other money goes into shell companies and shit and gets paid out. So we don't even know if there's other money going to them, like further down the line through these shell companies. But there's a lot of, like, I think financial impropriety going in there. Okay. The hypocrisy from TPUSA and Colvett is unbelievable as they continue to block Charlie Kirk's Doge audit, cover up allegations of TPUSA kickbacks and bribes. Okay. And right. And then here, let's see another one. This is another guy who's talking about this. Okay, let's look at this guy. He says TPUSA's auditor Baker Tilly missed millions in fraud. But here's the problem. You ready for this? They're clean audits, and we've discussed this before. So TPUSA is fundamentally crooked, guys. And here's why. Because there is a company, a financial management, like tax company called Baker Tilly. It's a very big one that works with these really big 501c3s and stuff. So Baker Tilly does their taxes and Baker Tilly audits their finances. And that's crazy, guys. That is like a massive conflict of interest there. Okay? The people doing your taxes cannot be the people doing your audits. That's like, right? That's like the police doing their own investigation of police misconduct. It just unacceptable. Okay? That means you have a dirty audit. Of course, that audit never finds any impropriety because they're literally the people who engage in the impropriety. Right? But again, look at this. And now here's the problem is a whole bunch of people are giving their hard-earned money to these guys. Okay? And in fact, they don't need the money from the regular people because they're taking in millions from evangelical donors. It says, if you've donated to Turning Point USA, you need to read this. Okay? Tyler Boyer loves bragging about their clean, independent audits, but who's signing off? Okay, Baker Tilly, a firm with a rap sheet of negligence, fraud, misses, and fines. It would make Enron blush. Is this why Boyer picked him? Okay, Baker Tilly, right? Kevin Prather. Dude, is he related to Chad Prather, the right-wing influencer? I wonder about that. Hold on. I don't know. They're keeping that quiet. Probably not. I mean, it's a somewhat common name, but I was curious about that. Kevin Prather is a pastor. Dude, probably hard to find these guys. But Dude, so Baker Tilly just has all kinds of fucking gnarly shit, okay? But they do the taxes and they're the auditor. Dude, look at that. Look at Baker Tilly. We've got, right? We've got a Aqua Finance where they spot loan reserve errors and don't report it. Okay? A 50 million jury verdict against Baker Tilly. Jesus. Okay? They audit a China company and they never visit the site. They don't even fucking do a thorough audit. 59 million in fraud that they skipped. Right? They were fined 80,000 for failing a basic audit. Right? 500K for quality control failures. Okay? Somebody steals 1.7 million with charity credit cards and the audits are clean every year. Right? Yes, paid to get a perfect audit. That's what it appears like. Okay? It appears as though Baker Tilly is paid in order, right? You pay them, you hire Baker Tilly when you want to make sure you're getting a clean audit. Right? Excuse me. TPUSA's filings show Baker Tilly is the auditor, right? And of course, they come out perfect. And I mean, guys, this is like, there's a lot of dirt here. And this is the big one too, which is what we saw, which is 1.5 million, okay, in this one chunk of time was sent to 110 LLC. All right, it's a marketing company, but the company has no employees. The company is literally a state senator of Arizona, okay? So Arizona State Senator Jake Hoffman, who was one of the fake electors, mind you, he was one of the masterminds and one of the fake electors in Donald Trump's attempt to overturn the 2020 election. That Arizona State Senator Jake Hoffman has a company called 110 LLC, no employees, no office, no business address, just a mailbox in a strip mall. And he gets paid millions from TPUSA, from all of them, from Turning Point Action, from America's Turning Point, to the tune of millions of dollars. And it says for like digital media or whatever, but like this guy's not making digital media. This guy's not selling ads. Like there's no, like, I've not been able to find any media. Right? It said something about digital ad placement or something. And I've not been able to find any information, okay, that has anything to do with him having done actual verifiable work for them. Right? It's pretty crazy. Yeah. In the back door of a salon, right? It's like very, very Better Call Saul, right? I mean, there's some type of money laundering going on. There is. There has to be, guys. Okay, there is some type of money laundering going on. I don't know what it is. And I don't know why are they still celebrating his death. I mean, so the death thing is it is still a moneymaker. Okay? Right? That's what his death is elevating TPUSA. I mean, here, I'll lay it out for you. Okay. One is it elevates TPUSA, and it is like a record label selling, 10 million records after the singer ODs. Okay. They're capitalizing on his death and people's like mourning, and they're monetizing that. That's number one. Number two is he was the fame vehicle, so they are recycling his tweets and his content and his empty chair in order to continue using his fame and clout to inject their own shit into people, okay? The other reason is that it is continuing to get them talked about, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it becomes a anti-leftism. It creates a group enemy, right? Because as long as they talk about Charlie Kirk, there's a deep state bogeyman of the left that murdered him. So now you gotta we really gotta tighten up. We gotta convert more right wingers. You can never vote Democrat because the Democrats kill them, right? So it creates that common enemy, and it puts them under threat, guys. And I believe the under threat part is a really big deal because Donald Trump does this as well. And let me explain how this works. This is very common with fascists and with just abusive men, okay? When you create a threat, it excuses your behavior, okay? If you say, hey, I'm under threat, and then you go out and do really asshole-ish shit, people are like, well, of course he's doing that because he's under threat, okay? So if you're under threat because they tried to kill Charlie Kirk, if they lie, cheat, and steal to get TPUSA in high schools, it's okay because they're doing it because they're under threat. And you know who else is starting to do this, guys? I mean, we're on day 5 of 𝗙𝗫𝗍𝗍, and 𝗙𝗫𝗍𝗍's already pulling the under threat, okay? He was doing it on 𝗣𝗢𝗡𝗞 on PBD's podcast, okay? You ready? Look at what he's doing, guys. It's like already within a couple days, he was already doing this where, let me find it. I replied to one, so let me find my reply and we'll get it. But he's already using the under threat. The under threat stuff it's a very common tactic, guys. But where is it? It is... I mean, he went right to it, boss. Right fucking to it. Right here. Okay, look at this. Oh, wait. No, that's not it. He was going on PBD and saying, like, they're sending me death threats. Okay, and he's doing it here. Death threats against 𝗙𝗫𝗍𝗍. He went on the Triggered podcast. He did it on PBD. He was already saying, oh my God, I'm getting death threats. I'm getting death threats. They're trying, right? And there's this guy, Brandon Tatum, who is providing, you ready for this? Another grift, guys. So Brandon Tatum is some security MAGA guy. So look at what he did. In the wake of 𝗙𝗫𝗍𝗍 getting death threats, okay, Brandon Tatum then started a donation site to provide free security for 𝗙𝗫𝗍𝗍, okay, where, let me find it. Right here, okay, yeah, the leftists are threatening 𝗙𝗫𝗍𝗍, saying he will be the next Kirk because he exposed fraud. So, and then Brandon Tatum's like, we're protecting 𝗙𝗫𝗍𝗍 when he travels. He needs full-time security, 100% free to him. Donate to the blacklineguardianfund.com. So now the security guys are, oh, you better donate to us, and we're going to help protect 𝗙𝗫𝗍𝗍 because 𝗙𝗫𝗍𝗍's getting death threats from the leftists because Charlie Kirk, because Donald Trump, yada, yada, yada. Okay? And right, isn't that wild? Dude, they're all just, the whole thing is common enemy, right? I'm under threat. And so now that he's under threat, if he goes out and does something outrageous, the MAGA will be like, well, of course he did. Like, they're threatening his life. So why should we be mad that they're harassing a couple daycares because the left-wingers are threatening to shoot him, right? Oh, yeah, he trampled on someone's civil rights. Yeah, that's okay because they were threatening to kill him. It's like super common, guys. That is a major part of the Charlie Kirk thing. And they're using the Charlie Kirk thing and that under threat to excuse them slamming TPUSA into schools And I mean, in a, you know, the government, our state governments are using the under threat technique to put the Bible in schools. They're like, oh, they're transing your kids. They're right. They're harming your kids. They're trying to convert your kids to this demonic ideology. We got to put the Bible in school. I know the Constitution says we can't, but we have to, because they're going to kill your kids. They're going to cut your kids' dicks off if we don't put the Bible in school. The whole thing, man. It is just a fucking con, bro. Under threat, guys. Yeah. Oh. ShamWow? The shit. Dude, this shit bothers me, bro. I don't like I don't like the you know, the like maintaining that leftists are the constant onslaught of attacking leftists and saying that they're violent killers and shit. Because, you ready? This is going to be the end result right here, guys. Right? Think about this tweet. Okay? Think about this tweet. How long before the new Maga daycare harassing turns into the first daycare mass shooting? Like, honestly, how long? If they keep this up, if they start driving around with cameras and just harassing daycares and Somalian people and whatever in Washington and California and Chicago, how long before some fucking Q wingnut decides, I'm going to go to a daycare, and he gets pissed off and just starts fucking shooting, and then you find out, yeah, it really was a daycare because there's fucking 15 dead kids now. You know what I mean? Like, how long? Dude, right? Dude, and I'm just getting all the fucking MAGA bots now. The MAGA bots. Oh, damn, boss. Dude, is the ShamWow guy a MAGA? It wouldn't surprise me. What started this? So I'll tell you what started this. So KR, I think this is actually I think this is a Manhattan Institute creation. Okay? That's what I think we are witnessing with the Somali thing, because I did a video about this the other day, and there's a timeline here, because Donald Trump's main immigration plan of tear gassing and ICE and the ICE videos has been backfiring. Okay, citizens have driven him out. He's lost in court. He's gotten booted out of Chicago and Portland and California, lost his National Guard privileges. And so his immigration was failing. There was a net negative, like even, you know, especially with Hispanic people, but even MAGA were getting a little like put off by his immigration. And they're dreadful numbers. 325,000 in that first year. That's like a terrible, I mean, I'm not cheering for more immigration, but what I'm saying though, is their idea that they thought they were going to do like 5 million a year. They've done 300,000. So it's not even viable, right? They're not getting people out in the way they wanted to. So, and they've been getting hammered with Epstein. Now, what ended up happening is out of the blue, after that Afghanistan, like military guy shot the National Guardsmen, Donald Trump in a press conference just started talking about Somalian people and them being dirty and shitty and blah. And then there was the woman who called the Somalian people the N-word that went viral, and $200,000 or whatever in her Give, Send, Go. And then Mike Lindell announced he was running for governor in Minnesota, to which the whole world was like, why would he do that? There's no way he wins. And then Nick Shirley's mom started doing content saying these Somalis are looting, like they're stealing money and they're buying houses and driving up with BMWs. And then 5 days after that, 𝗙sze𝗶𝗹𝗪 drops that video. And now Tim Walz is under fire. And they're an oversight committee hearing. They're trying to wreck Tim Walz. I think they're trying to get Mike Lindell, that fucking governorship. They're trying to flip Minnesota. And they're also trying to create an immigration issue that MAGA likes, which is this idea that these Somali people are ripping off billions of dollars. We got to get them out. Okay? And yes, 𝗙sze𝗶𝗹𝗪 was notified by the Speaker of the Minnesota House, who is a woman, a GOP woman running for governor. And she did, in fact, give him the list of people to go look at these closed daycares. So this whole thing, I mean, now the Somali fraud, the fraud itself, there was a big case that started in 2018. It was Minnesota who started discovering some irregularities in claims, and then they started looking into it, and then it became a federal investigation, and there was a company called Feeding Our Future run by a white woman that was looting, pandemic, child food money. And so there have been some fraud. There's definitely been fraud going on in Minnesota that's been investigated and been looked at, and 60 people are already in prison. And there are many, many other open investigations. But guys, this ain't just Minnesota. I am telling you right now, okay, that there is a bunch of fraud all over the U.S. in the government, whether it's Tate Reeves and Brett Favre taking welfare funds and building gyms, or even if it's just states taking huge amounts of federal money for welfare and spending it on other shit, okay? Because the federal government has no oversight. They disperse money and there's no regulatory oversight. And so states are defrauding, and then with the medical, because there's no singular medical system and you can file these claims with Medicaid and Medicare, doctors' offices will overbill and will fucking file extra claims, and there simply isn't enough oversight. We need, I think there should be a regulatory commission that monitors every federal dispersal and make sure that money gets spent in the right way. But it's this thing, I mean, in the Pentagon, they take money and there's security clearances, and so there's all kinds of fraud because you can't unclassify the shit. And then with the states, they just disperse money to the states for X, Y, or Z, but then the states will often hide that money and use it for A, B, and C. And so, I mean, the fraud is everywhere. Amazon, wage theft, and Uber stealing tips, and DoorDash hiding money, and corporations are defrauding people all over the place, trimming money that's going into banks, shortening wages, rounding hours down. I mean, employee wage fraud is every corporation has been fined, right? Utilities, yeah. I mean, there's overchargings and double billings, and people that, they have you now on monthly subscriptions, you cancel and it keeps going. I mean, there's just so much fraud built into capitalism. It's gnarly. But it's designed so the big people, the corporations, the government, they get away with that. And then the little people don't get away with it, or they get blamed for it. And if you're Somalian, your whole country gets blamed for the actions of a couple, right? If 10 Somalian people defraud Medicare, then that means to the MAGA people, every Somalian person needs to be deported because they're all, the racism goes crazy, right? And yeah, the Trump, okay, what Social Butterfly is saying there is accurate. A lot of this, guys, is Trump, okay? It is, because he deregulates. And the more you deregulate, the more fraud you have. And Trump did this with PPP. They set up the PPP loans, and then they stripped all of the regulation and monitoring from it so people could just loot it. Dude, that's what they like to do. They like to get rid of regulations so they can loot. Okay, even now, they got rid of the Office of Inspector General. I mean, dude, they're terrible about it. They get rid of regulations and then they steal. Okay, and that's what they've done, like, often. It's long history of these guys doing it. It's bad, guys. Right? It's bad. It is. Now, speaking of bad, can we just look at the Elon announcement? Because I think this is important. I think this is something we got to address. Okay? Because, right, two things are going on. Okay? All right? Well, there's a number of things. One is this. Okay? Right? Look at that. Study finds a week of political content can bring about a shift in views that previously would have taken 3 years. So one of the things is Elon is going to manipulate our feeds, and he's going to restrict left-wing accounts, and he's going to proliferate right-wing narratives, and he's going to proliferate those right-wing narratives to people that are in swing districts, people that are in closely contested districts, all the obfuscation and disinformation peddling. And so that's one thing he's going to do, which is to manipulate how people are, seeing the issues and the information they're getting about hot button, scandalous sort of events that could influence voting, or what he did in the last election where he was, feeding information to Jewish people that was saying one thing and feeding information to Muslim people that were saying the other. So that's part one. And we know we're going to go through that again. And in addition, guys, it's going to be happening on Facebook and Instagram because of Zuckerberg. And I know it's going to be happening on TikTok too if Ellison gets his fucking grubby little mitts on it by then. Okay? So that's part one. But part two, guys, is he's going back into the money. Okay? He's going back into the money, guys. He announced. Right? Let me find it. Maybe I bookmarked it. I can't remember if I bookmarked it. No, I guess I did not. Facebook? Yeah, dude, Facebook is rough. All right, here we go. Right there, dude. There was the announcement. He made this announcement today. Okay? Said, America is toast if the radical left wins. They will open the floodgates to illegal immigration and fraud. You see how they got their new thing, guys? Uh-oh. Now we got, fraud. They're going to open it to fraud. Won't be America anymore. Okay? And he announced he is going all in funding Republicans to help Trump in November to try and maintain the House. Okay? Try and maintain the House and the Senate in the midterms. He is going to bankroll it. Now, I would like to discuss this concept of fraud, okay? Because one of the things that they're starting here, guys, okay, is, right, he's confirming he's going all in, but one of the things that they're starting here with Elon is hammering away at this, is now they are sort of expanding the fraud and just pumping out all kinds of unsourced information. And one thing in particular was this, okay? Look at the Elon tweet where he posted this chart, right? He retweeted somebody who posted a chart that just made all kinds of claims about money. Let me find it. Give me 1 sec here. Dude, this guy does not work. Can I just tell you, with the amount that this guy tweets, he does not do any work during the day. Okay, he does not. He's not doing any fucking work anywhere. All right? Here, let me find it. I'm going to find it on mine, I guess. Oh, dude, I got to do better bookmarking this shit. Oh, it's this one. Okay, look at this. So he posts fraud used to make political donations. So now some account named Beaver, okay, that is like, we have no idea who this person is, right? This is some rando fucking account, Beaver. All right. Says daycares in Minnesota donated a combined $35 million to political campaigns in the last 2 years. They didn't even try to hide the money. Now, they've already got a website, okay? They've got a website up, and then they have some piece of information that has all these people listed, and it's showing millions of dollars. And they got community noted, and it says the 35 million figure refers to government funding received by Minnesota daycares through Child Care Assistance Program, not political donations. So this isn't even true, guys. Okay, this guy is listing money that has gone through to daycares from this program, and he's saying this money is being donated to political campaigns. Okay, and, right? And then Elon is saying fraud used to make political donations. So, guys, all of this is a lie. Like, Elon is openly lying, okay? Right? And but here's where it gets weird, okay? Because it's bad enough that Elon is making implications with faulty data, and they're misrepresenting numbers, and then they're saying that these people are taking this money and giving it to Democrats, committing fraud, so I'm going to go all in to buy Congress because we got to stop this fraud. But, like, guys, can we talk about this for 1 fucking minute? Okay? Like, can we talk about this guy, Elon Musk, who gets $60 billion from the government? He's gotten $60 billion from the government. We don't know what he's done for that money. We've not seen receipts. There's been no audit of Elon and everything he provided to the U.S. government for that $60 billion. We know he's on Twitter all day, and we know he's jacked up on ketamine, and we know that he's, was dancing around with a cheese head. But what has he given to the government for $60 billion? And then he takes $280 million and puts it right into President Trump. So the U.S. government gives him $60 billion. He takes $280 million and buys the president, makes all of his investigations go away. He deletes USAID because it helps trans people, and he hates his trans daughter. Okay? He doges, says he's going to find $2 trillion in fraud. They find nothing. Okay? He lets us know that he knows Trump is in the Epstein files, and then he deletes the tweet, and we find out Trump is, and Elon's still feeding him money, and then he says he's going to go buy Congress. I am fully going to fund Congress to keep Trump in power. So, like, how is that not fraud, guys? Like, that is huge money laundering, okay? To get billions of dollars into one individual who then controls more wealth than anyone on the planet, and then that guy, in return for all that money you're giving him from the government, our tax money, then he's paying to make sure you stay in power, so he keeps getting all our tax money, and all of his shit is failing. Like, the Boring Company never happened, the tunnels never happened, the flying taxis never happened, the robo-taxis haven't happened. There's no viable robots. They're not going to Mars. He's going to drain our taxes for 20 years trying to get to Mars. They're poisoning the water and killing the environment in Texas. He's removing regulations. This guy is just getting full reign of being fraudulent and doing whatever the fuck he wants, and then buying the politicians to keep getting more of our tax money. Like, guys, this is fraud. This is huge fraud. This is probably the biggest fraud that's happening in America. And that doesn't mean if there are daycares, they shouldn't be punished, because sure, if we find white daycare or Somali daycares or whatever, Timbuktu daycares, and they're defrauding, like, yeah, there should be consequences. But like, man, this is insane, right? This is insane. And, you know, he lied on his visa application to even be here. They're deporting people and denaturalizing people for the shit that Elon did. My guys, that is some fraud of fraud, bro. Right? Yeah, welcome to Dogeville. Dude. Oh. Dems do have some power. I mean, Dems don't really have unilateral power. They don't. They can't do anything without, like, if a bunch of Republicans joined him, Dems could put a stop to this. But ultimately, the people that have the power to stop Donald Trump's abuses and right, the people who have the power to do that are the Republicans. I mean, they could have prevented Doge from even existing. They could have prevented Elon from having that, you know, that government pass that he had, right? I mean, the Republicans are providing no oversight, okay? The Democrats have known for a long time he's a grifter. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I mean, there is some shit that he does with, obviously, with the satellites and stuff. There is, like, I'm not going to say he does zero for it, okay? Because he is providing some things. There are satellites and there is, like, you know, there is shit he's doing. But my point is more like, why aren't we auditing this? Like, right? Because that's the thing that bothers me, guys, is they want to audit the food stamps, and they want to audit TAMF, and they want to audit Medicare and Medicaid and create these requirements and make it hard for people to get. But we give out hundreds of billions of dollars in government contracts, and we never audit those companies. We don't audit SpaceX to see if they're actually using that money in a responsible way, or if he's using that money and just buying Bitcoin. You know what I mean? You know? And like, so that's the thing is we should be auditing the federal contractors, right? And you know, we should have a regulatory commission that audits every federal contractor. And I mean, look what was happening during Trump's first term, guys. You remember that shit in Trump's first term? Hold on, you ready? We're going to end with this, and then we're going to dance. Look at this shit. Dude, I think it was Montana. So there was I got to find this. So it's hard because it was years ago, but there was a company, okay? There was a company that got like a $300 million contract, I think. Right here, okay? Dude, in 2017, this was in his first term, okay? Whitefish Energy, it was Montana based. I was right, okay? In October 2017, a $300 million contract was given to Whitefish Energy in Montana to restore electrical power to Puerto Rico. Okay? Whitefish Energy had 2 full-time employees. They awarded $300 million to a Montana company that had 2 employees to restore the electrical power to the entire fucking territory of Puerto Rico. Okay, that company was based in, Interior Secretary Zink's hometown. All right? And then Zink was like, oh, I don't really have a relationship with these guys, right? And that Whitefish, their investors had donated a lot of money to Donald Trump's campaign. And then Puerto Rico had no power for 11 months, okay? And ultimately, Zink resigned, okay? Isn't that crazy? So, there you go, guys, right? This is fraud, okay? This is Puerto Rico goes down because of a hurricane. They have no power. And then the Interior Secretary awards a $300 million contract to a tiny company with 2 employees in his hometown, people he knows that donated to Trump. That money goes out and mysteriously Puerto Rico never gets fucking power because, of course, 2 guys cannot restore power. 2 guys with no fucking track record of having ever done electrical projects are not going to be out there hanging electrical wires, giving power back to Puerto Rico. So then what happens is he steps down. Oh yeah, whoopsie, Puerto Rico doesn't get power. And then where'd that $300 million go? I guarantee you some of that is sitting in an offshore bank in the Cayman Islands or in a crypto account somewhere. And Ryan Zink is sniffing cocaine off a hooker's ass somewhere in the fucking Mediterranean on a yacht. You know what I mean? Dude, fraud. Fraud. Right? Come on, bro. Not that there's anything wrong with doing a little blow off of, an escort's butt. If you're going to do it, man, live it up, dude. I've been there. There's nothing wrong with the life if you're an adult. Whatever. I mean, I'm not going to endorse doing drugs, but you know what I mean. You want to party with some paid escorts, that's fine. No judgment here, but don't be doing it with fraud money. All right? Always enjoy the streams. Here's 2026. Thank you, Ella. Let's go. We appreciate you, boss. All right. On that note, now that I've got my imagination cooked up, I'm going to go find some entertainment for the evening. Kidding. No, I'm going to go edit some videos, guys. New time slot, 8 to 11. Oh, shit, boss. Dude. Yeah, and not at Puerto Rico's expense. Thank you, guys. Yeah, isn't that funny, too, what Funny Grunt said there? Right? And after this, guys, after Trump loots our tax dollars to pay his buddies to stiff Puerto Rico and not provide them with power, not do that shit, and to commit fraud, then on top of it, all of his supporters then want to get Bad Bunny booted because they don't even know that Puerto Rico means Bad Bunny's an American citizen, and they hate him because he's from Puerto Rico. What the fuck, bro? There's just no winning, dude. There's no winning. All right, it's dance time, baby. Party on, baby, party on. Go. Let's go. Dude, the first early stream is in the bag, baby. We did it. And guys, you know what? I can't believe it, but guys, I'm going to be editing videos not at 5 in the morning. You have no idea how excited I am that I might be able to get 2, maybe even 3 videos done tonight before I go to bed. This is amazing, bro. Dude, thank you guys. Thank you, Proud Liberal. Appreciate you. Appreciate all you guys. Everybody stretch. Get ready to dance. Oh. Oh, shit, boss. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You guys ready? You love the new schedule? Let's go. Yeah, no, dude, there were people saying, I love the new schedule. I'm going to be able to go to bed. I've been staying up till 6 a.m. every day. And I think that shit is crazy, right? People staying up till 6 a.m. to hang out with little old me. Like, that's nuts. But I will still be up to 6 a.m. But hopefully I'm going to be in bed by 6 a.m. instead of going to bed. I've been going to bed, guys, at like noon for the better part of a month, bro. So I'm looking forward to getting to sleep at a somewhat reasonable hour, right? I am. I'm really looking forward to getting some semblance of right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, KR, if you want me to check something out, put links in Discord. Discord is down in the description. Put some links in there and right? And we'll check it out. All right, there's the Discord links. Now we're dancing though. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Here it comes, baby. A little deja vu. Oh, 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 oh. me. Free, yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa. Free, yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa. Come on, Benny. All right, guys. Thank you. First day of the new schedule. Take care of your head. I will see you tomorrow, and I love you. Good night. Happy 2026.
Do you need anything like I need you? It's over. Do you